Hello, chess aficionados. The long-awaited game between Magnus Carlsen and Gukesh, the world champion right now, the classical world champion. They're playing freestyle chess, which is FISCHER random or 960, because you can have 960 positions. You can see here we started with bishop where the rook should be. So that is jumbled about randomly, 960 different positions. I'm sure the engines will catch up to this too. But here's the game. Let's look at it. We started with Gukesh is playing white and Carlsen is playing black. And this happened in February of 2025. So obviously openings are not particularly important here because there are no openings in the random. You just have to have your strategies going. As you can see, they're still fighting for the positioning. Okay, eliminating. Look how close, how quickly Magnus's queen is now in the middle of the board. Where interesting pawn structure for Magnus. And yeah, if we turn this around, and Magnus, how would Magnus see this? Let's see from Magnus's perspective. Look at this interesting pawn chains. And there's pawn island, one pawn island. This is separate. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But they say the more pawn islands you have, the less chance of winning in classical chess. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, we do get to castle in freestyle chess. So Gukesh castles. And look at that. Now Magnus comes and wants to complicate the center here. Okay, so tension is building up. Okay, and look how quickly look how aggressively the tempo. Now the black queen is in white's corner, like on the other side of the tennis, you know, the net. He's past the net. And I'm sorry for the feedback. I have to figure out why I have this echo. And anyway, let's continue. So now he takes. All right. Oh, we have how many pawns? 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns. But we shall see how that continues. Now we're attacking the queen. Queen moves back, but look, it doesn't move back just anywhere. It moves back to threaten the G line where the king is. Okay. The kings are nicely nestled right now, protected, you'd say. Okay, we're moving out. I'm not going to deal with the strategy because you can ask them about the strategy, what was in their minds. This is as a spectator, sees things. Okay, look at this interesting position here with the pawns. I kind of like this. This could be a snapshot. Gukesh versus Magnus. This could be what, move 58? No, not move 50, move 20. Excuse me. Move 20. And we have this position in the freestyle chess between Gukesh and Magnus. What would you do now? Let's go back here. They took the bishops. And now the bishops are gone. Okay, now Gukesh is going into Magnus's camp with his queen. And now that it seems that they want to exchange, maybe. Obviously, he had to block the check. Do you see the check? But there's no follow-up. Why do you check? Don't be too aggressive with Magnus. Without a follow-up, there's no follow-up. So they exchange. I guess he wanted to exchange the queens. All right. Less queens, less hassle on the board. All right, the knight goes in. Knights are tricky. Knights are tricky, so careful with those knights. But will Magnus have the last say in this game? Let's check this out. Okay, gone. Okay, we got one rook to one rook now. Let's count the positions. That's another snapshot. Yeah, we should create a poster. Yeah, a poster of this kind of game. And it's a nice symmetrical game. Look at that. A little triangle on the right hand side here. looking from black's viewpoint, which would be Magnus's viewpoint. Now the knight comes in. Wow. Okay. Let's see what happens. Are we going to exchange knights? No. He runs away. Okay, now this is the key, guys. This is the key. The king starts moving. Well, Gukesh's king is what? Stagnant on G1. Magnus has moved in with the king. Alright, let's see here. Trying to also move more into black's camp. So now we are threatening. So he goes away. Okay, kind of that wanting to watch that pawn. So he has a very good maneuvering ability between his king and knights. Whoever was his original coach or trainer told him not to be afraid to move the king in the end game and also have the knight hugging the king. Look how much the black knight will be hugging the king. Look how he's just buying for time. Okay, move. Another king move. Notice Gukesh king is stagnant, not moving. Another knight move, attacking the rook. So the rook moves. Okay, the king. How many moves has the king made already? Look at that. So he has to escape. So that's being flustered. There's a flustering position. You're getting flustered here. You're not doing any movement except trying to escape the black king's maneuverings. And then the way he maneuvers those positions. The king moves again. Where is Gukesh's king? Still on G1. Alright, now we're trying to attack here. Because if the knight moves, then we can get the rook. So that's no problem. So look, there's more actively... seems like Gukesh is a bit frozen. Maybe panicking or something. We should have seen the heartbeat. Okay, he tries to get the pawn structure out. And notice you have to be thinking here quite fast. Okay, notice another king move. Another knight move for black, which is Magnus. Look, he keeps continuing to hug the knight and the king. There's a strategy here, guys. There is definitely a strategy between the king and the knight, keeping it together. Them together. Okay, we continue. Another knight move. Finally, Gukesh's king moved. Let's just continue. I just feel Magnus is more aggressive. Way more aggressive. And yeah, what do you think about this game? Do you see the difference in style? There's more aggression on Magnus's part. He knows when to pounce. He knows when to make a waiting move. It's like knowing what to do in a certain position. Like when the weather, when it's cloudy, you get ready for an umbrella. But he knows where to find the umbrella. That's that type of thing. So, that was the game between Gukesh and Magnus Carlsen. And Magnus won, threatening mate here. Thanks for watching. Au revoir.